All right. So today we are going to start on catalog client script and catalog UI policies. So before this session, like yesterday, there was one session we have done related to UI policies and data policies. So have you tried some of the scripting or configuration related to UI policies?
Not really.
Okay, so you didn't start, no problem. So I think this with this session also you will be having two things to do, like normal UI policies and catalog UI policies. So you can try both the things whenever this session ends. All right,
Mm.
because what will happen after this session? There it will be some more big topic, an important one also, because generally those configurations will be used generally for all the validations and customization in future projects.
Yeah.
All right, so because of that only, like till today whatever I have given you the sessions, you have to complete it till today, like in 2 days or one day, because if you will clear this first part of client side scripts, then we will move to server side, which will be a huge one. All right,
Yeah.
so do practice for one or two scenarios for all type of things which I have mentioned you in last session and today's session whenever it will complete. After that, try one or two examples. That's it, not much big example. You can just try one example from all type of configurations and customization.
Yeah.
So it will be clear for future learnings as well.
Yeah. Sure.
All right, so we will start on today's session. So you are aware about catalog items.
Yep.
All right, so you have created any catalog items till now?
Record producer.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
so that is a similar kind of thing. So those client script, catalog client script and catalog UI policies works on record producer as well. All right.
Mm.
So that's no problem if you haven't created. It's not a big problem at all. So we will start on this part. So, what is a catalog client script? So, like, suppose we have mentioned about client script on normal forms. So, we are checking the behavior, we are just managing the behavior of forms, and that is presenting to the users. It is similar kind of thing here, but this catalog client script will be executing on particular catalog items whichever the user is seeing on generally in portal or end user portal. So most of the catalog item will be presented to the end user people. So for that kind of thing, we are creating record producer or catalog items. For that, we have separate scripting and UI policies for individual catalog items, and we can use a single UI policy or catalog item for multiple items as well. So there will be an variable set where they can use it in multiple catalog client script or multiple UI policies they can use in multiple catalog items, right? So we will see step by step how this will work. So currently in this picture, it is shown like a department or group catalog client script manage the display of certain fields on the form based on value selected in this multiple choice field. If you see here the like those are radio button. So here they can select department and group. So currently the group is selected here. That's why we have mandatory fields for group mandatory category name, category manager. But if you would have selected department, so you might have getting field department instead of group field. All right.
Yeah.
And here you can see this is just an example of catalog client script like they just mentioned here, and similar kind of thing here. they are populating the value using catalog client script. All right.
Yeah.
Similar way, they are executing some scripts as well on backend side. That's why these values are populated as soon as this group field is marked, a radio button is marked. All right. So
Yeah.
let's move further and see how we can create a catalog client script. So here, the thing how it was displaying on earlier screen. So this is the configuration how it was happening. So they have provided some name here, department or group. So here, where this catalog client script will get applied. So it is applying to a catalog item. And if it is applying to a catalog item, there is a catalog item name which will be displayed here. So if you see this catalog item is the selected and then catalog item. So this particular catalog client script will work on this particular catalog item only. So this script will not work for other catalog item. All right.
Yeah.
But in normal client script, how it is used to be like we are applying on complete form. So whenever anything will happen, and if that client script is written on load, so it will be executing for all the form load. But here it is different. So we are creating a script for particular catalog items. All right.
Yeah.
And here they have selected type on change. This is similar kind of thing. On change, on load, on submit. Those are similar kind of client script which will be used in catalog items. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And this will be variable name because they have selected type on change. So we have to define on what field value change you have to execute this catalog client script. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And here there is an UI type. For most of the time we have to select all because those catalog items are generally visible to the end users. So there would be 90, 80, 90% of the time where this catalog item will be accessed from the end user side. All right. So here UI type will be all for all the time generally. And here there is a field applies on catalog item view, applies on target record. So catalog item view is like when we are displaying the form to the user for entering some input data. So they will enter some data and this client script will get applied. And this is applies on target record. So how this will work is like suppose after providing some data from end user side and catalog item is submitted, so you will see this client script will be working on that record as well. After we have checked on this thing, if we are not checking it, so it will be executed on while entering the data. So a end user will fill the data, and at that point of time, client script will get executed. And here you can see they are checking if new value equal to department, they are setting some value. And if new value is other than department, so they are clearing out the department name manager field. All right.
Yeah.
Now comes here catalog UI policy. So it is also similar kind of thing how we used to create in form. We have UI policies. So in catalog terms, we are talking it like catalog UI policy. And this catalog UI policy will be executing for this particular catalog item. All right, because this catalog UI policy will be created for this item only.
Okay.
So whenever we are creating any item, so we will create separate catalog client script and separate catalog UI policy.
Yeah.
All right, because it will be separated from all the items because there might be a case there would be 100 catalog items, 50. So that's why they will create separate catalog UI policy client scripts to all the different catalog items. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And we have create a catalog UI policy. So this configuration is form is same as like we are seeing for normal
Joy policy.
forms. Yeah. So here you can see there is only one difference. On catalog AI policy, you will see applies to catalog item. These two fields will be there. If we are selected on applies to a catalog item, here catalog item will be there particular. All right.
Yeah.
And here there would be one more thing, applies to variable set. So that I will tell you what is that. Another check, another drop down here. So I will tell you. So here they have
Mm.
written replacement is yes, and they are making original number as mandatory. So you will see this. As soon as this yes is marked, this original phone number is getting mandatory. So
Yeah.
this is happening because of this configuration. How I'm displaying in this current tab. So you can see this is the execution which is happening. And now here comes the variable set. So do you know what is variable set?
Mm, I know, but I don't know how I can explain. Like, if the variable set is like a group of variables, and we can use same thing for multiple items.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. We can use this catalog variable set for all, for many catalog items, not all. Wherever it is required, you can use this variable set.
Yeah.
And whatever variable set we are creating, and if we have any catalog client script UI policy inside variable set, that will be applied to all the catalog item wherever this variable set is
Oh,
added.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So this is the concept for variable set. So here you can see they are applying to a catalog item, and here they are selecting variable name, catalog item variable. And if you see, they have selected variable set variables. So it will be displaying this way. If we are applying this variables like catalog client script or UI policy for that particular variable set. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, so this is, and now we can see what data we can display in catalog client script and catalog UI policies. So we can declare local variables in this script and use, if suppose we want more execution in terms of scripting side using our catalog forms. So we can create our script and use how we have to display the things, or how we can hide or make the validations on the catalog forms. All right.
Yep.
And we are using client side global variables here again, g underscore form, g underscore user, that is glide form and glide user. So this is common to most of the scripting in client side scripts. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have we can locate our catalog item elements. So it's like, if suppose there is a catalog item created, so we will scroll down and we can see our catalog EI policies and catalog client script section displaying under each catalog items. All right.
Yeah.
So if you open any catalog item and if you scroll down, you will get variables, variable set, catalog EI policy, catalog client script. So these are the four main things which will be generally displayed in all the catalog items. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Because here you can see how many client script and how many UI policies you have created for this catalog item. All right.
Yeah.
Now we can see what are the good practice if we talk about catalog UI policy and catalog client script. So we have to use a catalog UI policy instead of catalog client script if you can, for faster load times and easier maintenance. This is same as we are using in general forms. So this best practice is same for both the place, whether we are talking about catalog item or normal forms or tables. All right.
Yeah.
And here we can use our debugging techniques, client-side debugging techniques, how we are using in normal forms. So here also we can like debug our client script and UI policies for catalog items. All right.
Yeah.
And last one, it is common to all the scripting things. Like whenever you are writing any script, you have to comment out what script is doing what, right?
Yeah.
Because everybody has to understand like for what purpose this scripting is written, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I think this, yeah, so this is done with respect to catalog client script and catalog UI policies. So do you have any questions on this session
No. We
so
just
far?
do the demo. Yeah.
All right, so like we will just move to our demo and see how we can execute our catalog client script and catalog UI policies. All right.
Yeah.
All right, then let's move to our PDI. All right, so we will start. Let me open some of the catalog items. Existing items, there will be already there. So suppose we will just try to open this access request.
You there?
So if you see, this is the catalog item, right?
Yeah.
So you can see we are having variables, variable set, catalog UI policy, catalog client script, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this catalog UI policy and this catalog client script will be executed only for this catalog item.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So let us try to see what client you make fields mandatory, read only, visible, and get values, set values. All right. So now let me try it. And now we will see what catalog UI policy they have written. So they have mentioned make fields mandatory, read only, and visible. All right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And now we will see how this is executing any condition. Yeah. So what type of access is required? That is right. So on this condition, more information, business justification will be visible and mandatory. So let us see. Let us try to see when we click on write what happens. You can see this business justification is mandatory, right?
Mm.
Business justification is mandatory and more information is visible. Okay. If you click on read again, so those more information will go and business justification will be non-mandatory. All right.
Yeah.
Why it is happening? Because read access generally doesn't impact anything. But if someone has requested write access, so business justification will be mandatory and you can add, you can also add more information, right?
Yeah.
And now let us see what client script is doing here. More information should not be empty. So this is on submit client script, but it is not active. So let me try to active and see what happens. So this will work uh, when we will see more information is empty. All right. So let me refresh this again. And now I will add some ability to write text. And we will try to order now. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So you will see more information should not be empty. This message is coming from this catalog client script.
Yep.
Right. Here we are getting gform dot get value. More information is empty. So here we are displaying an alert. More information should not be empty. And here we are returning it as a false. Right.
Yeah.
So what this return false will do? Return false will just cancel the form submission in client side.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this is very much useful tag or useful thing which will be used for many scripts in client script.
Yep.
All right.
Void item, right?
What?
Void.
Yeah. And yeah, so this is for catalog item, and let me show one example. Uh, okay. Suppose let me try to add some of the existing variable set. If we have any, we will just do a testing. That's it. So this is common comments. So this is the variable set. All
Mm-hmm.
right. So we will click on save. And now we will see if there is any. Yeah. So there is not any catalog UI policy or client script under that variable set. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so there is nothing on this one. And it is included in 4 items.
Mm-hmm.
And I will reload once this form and see why anything is not displayed with this variable set, because this variable set itself is empty. We don't have any variables under this variable set. All
Yeah.
right. So I will just try a demo variable here just for understanding purpose. Demo field, and you will click outside. It will be auto populated with some backend name. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And I will not do anything. I will just submit this. Now you will see this demo field is visible because of
Yep.
this variable set is already added, right?
Variable created in variable set. Yep.
Yeah. And now we will try to create some script under that variable set.
But this catalog item doesn't display the variables under this form. Can you go to the variables tab?
This one, yeah, here
Yeah.
it will not show because it is variable set. It will show here.
No, no, no. This variables is
No,
appearing in
no.
the actual item form.
Yeah, it will be visible in actual item form. You see this.
Okay. Okay. Yep.
This field will be visible, but in if we talk about forms, you will see only variable set here. So there could be 10 variables under this variable set, but
Yeah. Yeah.
all those will not display, but only variable set name will display here. All
Mm-hmm.
right.
Mm.
Yeah, because that what will happen? Why that is not provided? Because there might be some accidental changes. People might be doing one place and it might impact many items. That's why they have not added that here.
Yeah.
So that is like because of best practice they didn't add here. So people should follow that. So if suppose I will write one UI policy here, new, set mandatory. Now I will not write any condition here. I will just make it as a mandatory all the time. You will get only one field here because we are
Only
creating,
we created only one.
yeah, because we have created one and we are using variable set. You see, applies to variable set,
Mm.
right? Will not be applies to catalog item. Catalog, wherever we will add this variable set, that will automatically get applied on that item. Now you see there is one catalog UI policy,
Mm-hmm.
but but now also you will only see one because one of them will be under this variable set. You see,
Yep.
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is all about like how we can create UI policy under this variable set, and we can create catalog client script also here, and that will be executing as part of variable set only. All right.
Can you try it in the actual item form?
What do you want to try there?
Item form, the access request item form. Yeah. Try it. Yep, that's fine. I want to check that demo field is mandate.
Yeah, it will be mandatory, and now it will be mandatory for all other forms as well. If
Yeah,
you see,
wherever this used.
if you will see this field and mandatory will be applied to all the forms.
Yeah, because of the variable set.
See this field.
Yep.
Here also there is a demo field mandatory
Mm.
and here as well because those variable set is applied to multiple places.
Yeah.
So this is how it will work in terms of catalog UI policies. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So any questions from your side related
No,
to this session?
no, that's fine.
Yeah. So what you have to do is like you have to execute once all those clients catalog client script, catalog UI policy, and UI policies, and you catalog client script, right?
Yeah.
And you should be able to identify both the things, right?
Yeah.
I think you have already understood it. Just there you have to do some practice.
Mm.
All right.
Yep.
So after this, most probably, I think if I get time today or tomorrow, so I will send you two assignments. All right,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
where you will use catalog client script UI policy in normal forms, and
Mm-hmm.
one requirement will be there as part of catalog client script and catalog UI policies. All right.
Yep. Yeah.
So based on that assignment, definitely you will complete it. I'm sure about that,
Mm-hmm.
but I will give you for just practicing it. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And then after we can start our server side scripting.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So there we
Start
have
with
to,
business rules or what?
yeah, it will be business rules.
Okay.
It will be business rules.